my name is Novita Wuri. I'm an author from Indonesia, from Jakarta. I'm so excited to be here and talk to you, and that's because of Sydney Mechanics School of Arts and Thomas Kennelly Center for this video, so thank you very much. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the SMSA. The SMSA is the first lending library since 1833 and still present at the Pitt Street in Sydney. Furthermore, Thomas Kennelly Center Library is also a part of the SMSA. So please visit the libraries and enjoy your quiet time in the center of Sydney. So yeah, I'm from Jakarta. I started my career about 5 years ago in 2012 by publishing short stories in media. So I started as a short story writer. This is my first book. The title is Macrame. It's a short story collection containing about 17 short stories. Basically, the big theme is about relationship, and that's why the title is Macrame. If you like knitting, you will know that macrame is a form of knots. So that's what I see the world. It's, human interact with each other and they form relationships. And so this book is mainly about in relationships between, it can be amongst human, it can be between human and animals, human and ghosts, human and robots, and well, anything, or it's also about being in love, being in a relationship, or being in a broken relationship, or trying to mend a broken relationship, So that's what I like. I'm a realist. That's my style, and I write mainly about realism. But lately, I also experiment with science fiction, and in this book, you can find all kinds of topics. Including, for example, science fiction and politics, drama. But yeah, right here today I'm at the Varuna Writers House in Katoomba, Blue Mountains, as a part of the tourist residency. It's a 6-month writing residency funded by Asia Link and supported by Australian Indonesian Institute and Komunitas Salihara. And I would like to thank to those people that enabled me to be here. And I'm now working on a novel titled Bird Canal. As you can tell from the title, it's about bird and mainly about women and war and loss and love. So those are the 4 topics. The book is also divided into 4 large sections. Each section has its main character, and they are all women. So it's about women who and their relation as as mothers. So yeah, one woman can give birth to a baby, the other women kill their baby, the other woman wants a baby but cannot have a baby. So yeah, I think that's interesting to me, but this is a new kind of project to me because I'm writing partly semi-historical fiction. So I did a lot of research that I haven't been doing before, and writing historical research is a tricky thing because as a writer you want to have certain freedom to imagine, but because this is historical project, you just have to stay true to the history. Otherwise, you wouldn't do any justice with your story, and that's what I'm trying to do. It is almost finished, and I'm very happy. After this, I'm planning to do the 3rd book. It's a totally different genre, and probably it's in the form of true crime novel. And as a writer, that's what I like to do. I don't want to write the same stuff over and over again. Here in my first book, you can see, for example, very diverse topics and diverse form and diverse style, but I tend to focus more on the mood of the story rather than the plot. And between each project, I like to experiment with forms as well as with genres. Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to do with my third novel, hopefully. And well, because of this, I feel like this is a challenge for me as a writer. But you know, I grew up in Indonesia. It's a very diverse country. It's a really big country, and I grew up also in Jakarta. It's a very big metropolitan city, and a lot of different people from different backgrounds, religion, or ethnicity, or language live there. So, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say from my projects. I like to tell the world that well, we are together, but we are different, and we are colorful, and that's what I'm trying to do with my writing. So I tend to write the setting not only set in Jakarta, for example, in the places that I know, but also, for example, in many countries in Europe, in other Asian countries. My second book that I'm doing now, Bird Canal, is set in contemporary Jakarta and contemporary Japan, Osaka, as well as in 1940s Dutch East Indies, former Dutch East Indies during the wartime, the World War II, and also the post-war Japan in the American occupation of Japan. In the historic part, I talk mainly about comfort women, the conflict, no, the dark history that happened during the World War II in Indonesia as well as in Southeast Asia. But I talk mainly about Indonesia. But in the last part of the book, I also talk about how Japanese women also suffer in Japan as a result of war. And yeah, I wish not to take side with anybody. I know this is a difficult topic. It's about war and rape and women, but I don't want to take side with any part. But me as a woman, I would like to represent my people, represent women, and to tell you that we as women, from time to time throughout history, usually we are the one who suffer the more compared to men. And yeah, I really wish I can do justice with this work. And also, unfortunately, I'm writing only in Bahasa, but so far I have been trying to translate my own stories into English. And if it's possible, I would also like to work with a translator who can translate my writing into English without any bias, because you know, if you translate your own work, it's very hard not to be biased. So I really wish I could reach a wide audience in English-speaking world and deliver my message further. So thank you so much.